at 61, I had a baby, and it's called My Making Menopause
And
Magical in 90 Days book.
I love
This is
it.
the author copy, of course.
Uh-huh.
But yes, I've been busy the last, gosh, 10 years. This has been a creation of mine. I never thought I would write a book. It wasn't really my intention. But I noticed when I was coaching people or consulting women, especially, and going online and the questions, it was all the same thing. So I
Mhm.
figured, why not keep it simple and write it in a book so that way people can purchase that. And then if they need the extra help, we can, have a one-on-one or a discovery call or something like that.
Mhm.
Also, with technology nowadays, with QR codes, who doesn't love them? I also
Yeah.
put them at the back of the book so people can quickly just go through their phone, scan a video, whether it's a meditation or an exercise or something, and then they can go right to doing the actual work. Because books are fantastic and great amount of knowledge, but if you don't implement the work and you
Mhm.
don't try it to see if it works for you, because everybody's different, and I don't believe one size fits all. That's like a misnomer. Just like the standard medical blood work and all that stuff, everything's standard. Well, everybody's different, so I don't believe in standards. I believe in everybody trying it for themselves and seeing what works. So in the book, I talk about all the different 8 pillars that I believe can really change your life, and stuff like movement, breath, nutrition, sleep is a huge one, because sleeping is when we can heal ourselves, and that is huge. Water has been a huge part of my life, and now that we have the X2O machine from LifeWave, like, my life has completely changed. Also, knowing how to code water, putting different numbers and frequencies in water and drinking it, like, is magical. That to me is real medicine. Also in the book, I talk about self-care, because really self-care needs to be in your lifestyle. I mean, it has to be, especially nowadays. There's just too much out there that we get bombarded with, and we're not used to that. I mean, between the EMFs, the news, the information, I recently learned that as a person, you're only supposed to have a contact of like 150 people. Well, when you get on social media, you're talking thousands. Like, our brain and our body cannot handle that kind of capacity. So that's why we get fried. That's why we get burnout. That's why we have this fatigue and all this other stuff. So really coming back to nature is really what is so healing. And it's how we used to be thousands of years ago, and we've all forgotten. So the MEP coherence framework is talking about your mental, emotional, and physical bodies. And when they align in coherence, that's when you have wellness. That's when you have your energy back. That's when you're in flow and you really don't react anymore. Because I know nowadays, especially politics, like, people are ready to just let go of their fuses, and it can get ugly at times. So holding space is very important too. In the book, I had it that 90 days, you can really get down to the nitty gritty. I give you different prompts, a morning kind of routine that you get to pick for yourself, an evening routine, things you can do during the day to help you kind of reset your nervous system. And as I was creating it, it just felt like I kept on adding more and more to it. So at the very end, like I said earlier, all the videos kind of help you kind of really implement everything. So I'm really excited to start this, because eventually I would love to do in-person retreats, or we meet somewhere as a retreat. And if you have the main framework from the book, that's just going to set you up 10 times better to, like, really go. You won't really have to get any knowledge. You'll have the knowledge, and then you just practice to see what works for you. So I'm really excited about the book, because I really feel like it's going to really open up a whole new field of information for women, because I can't stand the fact that people feel like menopause is like a disease or something like that. It's really a breakthrough in your brain. All that brain fog you go through, there's a reason for that. And the brain fog is no longer if you really clean up what you put in, on, and around your body. And that's what I've been doing for the last, 10 years. And I feel amazing. I mean, no medications, no aches and pains. I can play with 3-year-old on the floor in a jumping thing. And I don't plan to change this even when I'm 80 and 90. So I want to really thrive and be the example of thriving in life at 61 and even further. So thanks for giving me the opportunity in this platform to speak about this, because it's really important.
Yes, absolutely. And I went through some of your training and I have implemented some of what you do. Of course, I'm a little older than you, so I'm either I never said when menopause started for me, but
Right.
um, um, I know when things ended
Right.
that I didn't have to deal with anymore. But I know it's a process over years, and it's not necessarily a set time.
Right.
So, but the things I've learned from you have been so great. And I do want to let people know this is how they can get your book. Just go to tinyurl.com/GVTV menopause, and it'll take you right to the Amazon store. You could order her book. I just did yesterday, so I'll be getting it to on Saturday. So I'm looking forward to that. And you'll eventually have it available as a Kindle, do you think? Or
I'm not sure if I'm going to go the Kindle. I made the book. Original book was 8 by 10, and I felt it was a little too big. The workbook, though, the journal is an 8 by 10, so you can writing it. But this one, I put it down to a 9 by 6, so that way it's easy to even travel with, because it's really a good guide to have. Once you read it, mark it. Put ink on it, play with it, because it will really help you in the future. And then share it with others, try different things, especially self-care stuff.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be a menopausal woman. It can be with your family. Because I really feel, especially with Jitsu, when you're doing hands-on energy, you don't have to be certified in it. You can just simply, touch yourself and heal yourself. And I think I want that to be the new family night, is when you're creating harmony between everybody, but just simply, touching each other instead of watching, TV and other things, singing, chanting. That's all so healing. And, back to the fire, when we were watching Fire, that was the original TV, to have ceremony and just really share. It's just a beautiful thing. So I'm looking forward to creating retreats where we can do all these kinds of ceremonies, because that's where it's at, and being community, because in community you can heal. And I didn't have a community when I was healing, and that was one thing I missed. And now it's like, yeah, I'll help you bring the communities together. So thank you.
Well, thank you, Bridget, so much. And again, happy birthday, and enjoy the rest of your day. Love you so much, sister.
You too. Thank you.
Proud of you too.
Oh, thank you. You too. I'm proud of you and all you do, all the goodness you bring to the world too. Having the good vibes lifestyle. We need more of this.
Yes.
So thank you.